Aloha and welcome to A Course in Miracles, workbook for students. We're in lesson 127. There is no love but God's. There is no love but God's love. Perhaps you think that different kinds of love are possible. Perhaps you think there's a kind of love for this and a kind of for that, a way of loving one, another way of loving still another. Love is one. It has no separate parts and no degrees, no kinds nor levels, no divergencies and no distinctions. It's like itself, unchanged throughout. It never alters with a person or a circumstance. It is the heart of God and also of His Son. Love's meaning is obscure to anyone who thinks that love can change. He does not see that changing love must be impossible. And thus he thinks that he can love at times and hate at other times. He also thinks that love can be bestowed on one and yet remain itself, although it is withheld from others. To believe these things of love is not to understand it. If it could make such distinctions, it would have to judge between the righteous and the sinner, and perceive the Son of God in separate parts. Love cannot judge, and it is one itself. It looks on all as one. Its meaning lies in oneness. And it must elude the mind that thinks of it as partial or in part. You know, I was taught that in Greek that there's 4 kinds of love. There's like sexual love, there's family love, there's brotherly love, there's the erotic love between, and then there's agape love, which is the love of God. But this challenges that idea for me, that there's all these different kinds of love. And so even in the Bible, you know, it says of God that Jacob have I loved, but Esau I hated. And that always was mysterious to me. How could God be love and God hate Esau? But there it was. And so I had to do all this mumbo jumbo in my mind to figure out how that could be possible, that God could have chosen people and not choose other people. So this kind of concept is really concepts that we've learned in the world and from the ego, but according to the Course, there's only one kind of love, and it doesn't have degrees. It's like you can't, this real love doesn't make distinctions. I love this person, I don't love that person. I love my wife more than I love other people, or I love my children more than I love other people. All that kind of ideas of love is what we're going to look at today, and if we can, let go of those concepts and thoughts about love that we were taught in this world, and taught by the ego, and taught by all the TV shows we watch and the songs we sing and the places that we went for inspiration, like church or philosophies. So So today, let's take all that and consider it in the light of today's lesson. There is no love but God's. Love cannot judge. As it is one itself, it looks on all as one. Its meaning lies in oneness, and it must elude the mind that thinks of it as partial or in part. There is no love but God's, and all love is His. There's no other principle that rules where love is not. Love is a law without an opposite. We live in a world of opposites, or where we perceive opposites. So there's love and hate, but in reality, love has no opposite. In this course, love has no opposite. It's wholeness. So, and notice, love is a law. A law. It's God's laws can't be broken. They're not like the speed limit. They're more like gravity. They're just there, and you can't break them. I mean, even if you escape the Earth's gravity, you haven't broken the law of gravity. It's still there. As it is one itself. Let's see. There is no other principle that rules where love is not. Love is a law without an opposite. Its wholeness is the power holding everything as one. The link between the Father and the Son, which holds them both forever as the same. No course whose purpose is to teach you to remember what you really are could fail to emphasize that there can never be a difference in what you really are and what love is. And I remember thinking, okay, well, if this is true, I really don't know what love is. Well, that makes sense, because I really don't know who I am. I mean, I remember thinking, well, if this is true about love, then have I ever really ever experienced love? Do I know what love even feels like, or what this law working through me is like, or even have a clue? And that's kind of a good place to be, because if we think we already know what love is, then those concepts get in the way of us really understanding. So today we're going to set aside these ideas of what we thought love was and is. And when we come to know ourselves, it says, we come to know what love is. So it's there. It's there to be known. There is no love but His. For what you are is what He is. Love's meaning is your own. It's shared by God Himself. There is no limit placed upon Himself, and so you are unlimited as well. No law the world obeys could help you grasp love's meaning. What the world believes was made to hide love's meaning. So that's why we need to let go of what the world believes about love, because it's hiding love's meaning from us. It was made to hide love's meaning from us. It was made to keep it dark and secret. There is not one principle the world upholds but violates the truth of what love is and what you are as well. So we're not gonna find out there, outside of ourselves, looking for love out there. It's not out there. It can't be found out there, but it can be found. Seek not within the world to find yourself, with a capital S, which is love. Love is not found in darkness. It's not found in death. Yet it is perfectly apparent to the eyes that see and ears that hear love's voice. Today we practice making free your mind of all the laws you think you must obey, of all the limits under which you live, and all the changes that you think are part of human destiny. Today we take the largest single step this course requests in your advance towards its established goal. What a day. Today we take the largest step. If you achieve the faintest glimmer of what love means today, you have advanced in distance without measure and in time beyond the count of years to your release. Let us together then be glad to give some time to God today and understand there is no better use of time than this. For 15 minutes twice today, escape from every law in which you now believe. Every law which you now believe. Open your mind and rest. And we've been practicing how to do this, so it's not going to be new. The world that seems to hold you prisoner can be escaped by anyone who does not hold it dear. So we're going to let go of this world today and all of its meanings and laws and all of its concepts of what love is and what hate is. All of it. We're going to let it go. Withdraw all value you've placed upon its meager offerings and its senseless gifts, and let the gift of God replace them all. Call to your Father, certain that His voice will answer. His voice, the Holy Spirit, inside of you. He Himself has promised this, and He Himself will place a spark of truth within your mind wherever you give up a false belief, a dark illusion of your own reality and what love means. So we're going to let go of all of our thoughts of what love means today and let the Father put a spark of reality, a spark of truth within our mind to replace these false ideas of love. He will shine through your idle thoughts today and help you understand the truth of love. In loving gentleness, He will abide with you as you allow His voice to teach you love's meaning to your clean and open mind. A clean and open mind. And He will bless the lesson with love. All right. Today, the legion of the future years of waiting for salvation disappears before the timelessness of what we're going to learn today. Let us give thanks today that we are spared a future like the past. Today, we leave the past behind us, never more to be remembered. And we raise our eyes upon a different present, where a future dawns unlike the past in every attribute. The world in infancy is newly born today. And we will watch it grow in health and strength to shed its blessing upon all who come to learn in, to cast aside the world they thought was made in hate, to be love's enemy. Now are they all made free along with us. Wow. Not just us, but today, as we learn what love is, they're all the people that thought that this world was made in hate to be love's enemy are going to become free with us. Now are they all brothers in God's love. We will remember them throughout the day because we cannot leave a part of us outside of love, of our love, if we would know ourselves. At least 3 times an hour, think of one who makes the journey with you and who came to learn what you must learn. And as he comes to mind or she, give them this message from yourself. I bless you, brother, sister. I bless you with the love of God, which I would share with you, for I would learn the joyous lesson that there is no love but God's and yours and mine and everyone's. So that's our lesson for today. What an awesome lesson. What an awesome day this is. So I bless you. I thank you for participating in this course with me and for freeing the world, freeing me, freeing yourself, discovering our true self. We are one. So I'll see you everywhere, and I will see you tomorrow.